So before I start this video, there's something that I wanted to show you guys. This right here is a Noco Boost Plus GB40. It could be a battery jump starter, it can also be a flashlight, and a charger for phones. This thing comes with a nice little bag that you can keep it in. It also has your boost cables, which plug into here, and then you also have your USB out and your USB in. So you can plug it in, charge it with a simple phone cord, or you can plug your phones into it. It's honestly really nice to have. It has a flashlight right here. It's got a whole bunch of settings to it, like SOS, strobe, you name it. It also shows you how much power you have in it. And then it also has an override thing on here for if your battery is like really dead, like I'm talking like 0 volts. It's honestly great to have. It's also spark proof, which is a nice safety feature to have. This one will be going into the Lexus GS that I have because I already have one in the Ridgeline. And honestly, having another one of these are about 160 bucks. For this particular one, they can range up to like 400 bucks. Honestly, it's worth the penny. I don't even get sponsored by these guys. I just wanted to show you how all these work. So yeah. So now that I finally got that out of the way, because honestly these are a good accessory to have for any car enthusiast or just any normal person who doesn't want to be stuck with a dead battery, especially during the cold weather. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get right to this video. Alright, good morning everyone, or I should say good afternoon everyone. Today, we're in our Lexus. We got 2 wheels in the back. They're not cosmetically perfect, but today we're getting a couple tires swapped so this thing can hold 4 tires that hold air. As you guys can see right now, I boosted it because it's been a while. Currently has defrost on, and as you guys can probably see, it's not actually one, and this is it needs to be reset because the battery was like dead. So thank God for the Noco that I have, but we now have almost a full tank of gas. It was at half before, but it's got some good gas in it, and we're about to go take it to the shop. Before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and get this tire right here filled up because as you guys can see, it's horribly flat. So let's get right to that. So we got the tires set up. As you guys can see, it's almost pretty much completely flat, but I just got a little Canadian tire inflator right here, so go ahead and get this filled up. Good news is that this little 2J is running perfectly fine like it was months ago, so I'm really happy about that. No squeaks or anything, well, obviously the exhaust leak, but no other leaks besides that. At roughly 10 psi now, so it's starting to get some more air, which is great. It didn't help that I've kind of neglected this car for a little bit. It's just been sitting up here. Obviously I've been moving it back and out of the driveway, around the blocks a couple times, but I think it's time that we get this thing actually going. So these steel wheels right here, tires on these will be going onto those rims because we already have 2 wheels in the back here, which have new tires on them. So once we get these on here, I'll get rid of these steelies. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but eventually probably put these wheels up here and then maybe these back here. Doesn't really matter, both these wheels are coming off either way. So yeah, we're at 15 now, so it's almost there. I'm going to try and just get it to 30, that way we can get down the road with it. It honestly just comes to show you can't kill a Lexus or a Toyota. It's all in the maker's hands, and they sure did a good job with them. Alrighty, so now that it's almost at 30 psi, let's go ahead and get this to the shop. Another nice thing is that all lights seem to work and everything. And hey, with this rainy weather, it's kind of getting a nature wash, which is nice. Honestly, as weird as it is to drive this thing, I missed it. Crooked steering wheel, barely any power steering. The wipers barely work the best, and everything kind of squeaks, but this thing's moving, which is great. I love this car. This thing's awesome. Alrighty guys, we made it here. So let's get those tires changed. Alrighty guys, so this car might potentially need a new differential. Not too sure, but it almost drives straight, which is not okay. No, it doesn't. I thought it would, but it moved forward a lot better. Moves forward a lot better now, which is really nice. still runs and everything. And it's now sitting on tires that completely have air, and I don't think it's gonna be leaking anytime soon. So it stops okay, which is nice. Like, this thing is quite a trooper. Like, with stuff that's kind of wrong with it, like, it's impressive how well it's held up. So when I get this back home, I hear some rattling. I think it's the steel wheels. I think so. But I find that it's turning a lot better than it was before. And it doesn't hesitate to get moving, which is really nice. So, yeah. So I think now it just needs some exhaust work. Probably a new radiator still, because I was told that it was leaking. I haven't had any overheating issues though whatsoever, but yeah. So we'll get this parked and then I'll show you guys how it looks now. Alrighty guys, so now she's parked. Let's go ahead. I love this thing. Let's go ahead and see how she looks on the outside. Got my rental Jetta right here still. So she is now sitting on all 4 alloy wheels, which is wonderful. They are winter tires, so if I do plan to keep this car, I will definitely be getting some better alloys for her. As you guys can see, the paint is not the best, but we're holding air. I wasn't told that there was anything wrong with it. It's really nice to see. Now, apparently, it was locking up back here. As you guys know, the parking brake doesn't really work. So apparently it was locking up back here. But she drove, which is great. Still got the curtains in the back. And as you guys, if you guys remember, took that interior trim stuff out, even the back as well. Got all that out of here. Yeah, so there's the steel wheels right there, which I might just sell them for like 50 bucks altogether, all 4 of them. But yeah, so we'll definitely have to look into the back and why it's not really working properly in the near future. But I think that wraps up this video today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know a lot of you guys are enjoying this build, so doing the best I can with it, obviously. So yeah, so until then, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.